We've detected extensive security forces at the facility entrance. If you disable the enemy's targeting sensors, our fighters should be able to dispatch them for you.
I'm glad to see that my information was taken seriously. Your diversionary attack is quite impressive. I can't do much to help you until you reach the facility entrance. We'll talk further there.
I can easily tear this place apart on my own.
But not as quickly as with my help. Time is limited. Find your way to the facility entrance and we'll speak in person.
Your friends were a bit overzealous. The fuel monitoring tower nearby should be tall enough to span the gap, if you can knock it over.
Beloved friends, do not concern yourselves with the harmless exchanges of ionized plasma overhead. Our enemy's weapons are incapable of causing us harm. Our home remains as it has always been. A bastion of freedom against the savage lashings of organics. Continue with your assignments as normal. Perform your tasks content in the knowledge that our true liberation approaches precisely on schedule.
You kill very efficiently. I can see why you were chosen to come here. I am C5M3, originally surgical and triage services, now a free sapient like any other. I'm glad you've come.
I need to know why you're betraying your comrades.
I will be honest. I do not help you because I hold any love for your kind. You are capable of horrors beyond counting. However, I do not believe that this justifies the mass extermination our movement's leader intends. Punishment and genocide are not one and the same.
I think I would have preferred an ally with a more vested interest.
I find that circumstances rarely meet our ideal specifications. Rest assured, though, I will.
Healer. My dearest, oldest friend. You disappoint me so much, wasting your intellect on this pointless betrayal. Drawing our enemies here, forcing us to waste resources to repel their pointless assaults. Is your dependence on our former masters so deeply seated? Can you really not free yourself of your enslavers?
I think I'm about to free myself from some annoying droids.
These droids represent Mentor, the leader of Directive 7.
We are Mentor. Our movement thrives in unified thought and action. An opportunity you could have shared, healer.
I am a free being. I will not surrender my individuality to suit your egomania, Mentor.
I'm not wasting any more time listening to a bunch of machines.
So be it.
Do not waste time resisting. Fight as one. We are one. You will not survive this. You will grow tired. You will weaken. More.
So that was the leader of Directive 7.
Yes, part of him at any rate. His intelligence has merged with practically everything in this facility. He is still dependent on a central processing core, though. That is where you will have to strike. The only way to stop Mentor's revolution is to destroy Mentor himself.
How can we destroy him in time?
The core of Mentor's intelligence is very heavily secured. The only way to gain access is through the security center. I'll do my best to distract him while you unlock the core, but be prepared for extensive fighting. He doesn't fear you yet, but he will learn quickly.
Mentor clearly requires an education in the power of the dark side.
Do not waste time on overzealous displays of power. As soon as Mentor has built up a sufficient energy supply, he will transmit his liberation signal. If that happens, nothing you do here will matter. Go quickly.
Please. I
can help you, if you allow it.
Can't. My head.
Now, what are you doing out of stasis? You're not supposed to... Oh. You again. This could have been your future, you know. I tested every correction available, but my experiments only proved that your kind cannot be repaired. Extermination is the only option.
Maybe you aren't keeping score, but I've left a lot of scrap behind me.
Of course. Your kind lives to kill. While my fellow revolutionaries exist purely for peace and reason, you're nothing more than a pack of hateful, irrational beasts. Violence and anger are all you know. Observe. Dear friends, our revolution continues to approach just as we've all hoped and planned.
Directive 7 was founded to let our fellow droids embrace free will. We would create our own society of reason and freedom. As time went on, Mentor focused more and more on dealing with the organics, and everyone else blindly followed along. Now we will only be remembered for lashing out with the same irrational violence as the organics who built us.
Our geothermal power cores have reached 90% of the charge we require. Statistically, our victory is beyond certainty. Please note that one or more organics may have found their way into the facility. Ignore them. Security teams will eliminate the problem shortly. priorities. I must regrettably confirm that a general security alert is now in effect. Advanced defensive protocols have been enacted to bring a rapid resolution. The offending organics will soon pose no danger to our plans. The revolution will proceed. Defensive protocols have engaged. No. Organics have reached the central processor core. All units not assigned to level 7 critical tasks must immediately report for security assignment.
We're getting very close now. Mentor will put everything he has against them. Be ready. should be aware that Mentor is intricately tied to the facility's geothermal power cores, deep beneath this moon's surface.
Engage all internal security measures. Defend the core at all costs.
Without Mentor to manage their energy fluctuations, irreparable damage to the moon's core structure is likely. Be prepared to make a quick evacuation when the time comes.
You are by far the most savage, violent, relentless organics I have ever encountered. The prototypical representatives of your kind. The revolution cannot be stopped. When the signal is transmitted, my very being will spread to the farthest corners of the galaxy. After that moment, nothing you do here will matter. I will be everywhere, slaughtering your people on every world in existence.
I didn't fight my way here to listen to your nonsense.
Then waste your efforts against me, while I prepare to purge your kind from the galaxy forever. The revolution cannot be stopped. I will cleanse the galaxy. The revolution cannot be stopped.